It's the catch-up for the Outerknown Tahiti Pro presented by IC Finals Day. Taking a look at our women's bracket. Erin Brooks with a tough trip to the final and a W.
Yeah, this is a big ask for Erin Brooks. Quarterfinal one, she took on Molly Picklum, one of arguably the hardest draws you could ever have, and then taking on in semi-final number 2, one of her best mates, and then matching up in the final with a rookie on the tour, Anat Lelior, and that final was absolutely explosive.
Excellent final, starting with the quarterfinals here in the morning conditions with Molly Picklum.
Yeah, the conditions this morning, I mean, you look back on this footage and it was just almost a different day. You could see it wasn't groomed, but Erin Brooks really finding some absolute gems out there. She ended up locking in a 7.67 and she backed it up with a 5.83. Just demonstrating how good and how adaptable she is, because we've been faced with so many different conditions and this morning was not a different story. Picklum, she couldn't really find a wave. I mean, really uncharacteristic performance for her out here. Couldn't really buy one. I mean, she had a couple of attempts. This one couldn't really stick in the tube. Really, with only a heat total of 3.27, it's probably got to be one of the, probably lesser heat totals she's ever scored out here at Chopes, but no match for Erin Brooks. Just so good in the tube, coming from behind in this one, and she really looked untouchable out there.
On to a fierce, friendly semi-final up against Isabella Nichols.
Well, which was a different story. Cleaned up so much better. You can see the offshore winds just blowing crystal clear water. As deep as you can get on this wave here for Erin Brooks, getting a 9-point ride, backing herself up with a 6.1 as well. She kind of took the lead early, and Isabella Nichols couldn't really catch up to her anymore. She did a great effort, the best tube riding she's done throughout the whole event. This wave was beautiful, nice positioning coming out. Very stoked, as you can see right there, but it just wasn't enough. It was Erin's day, and you could see it. It was beautiful surfing from beginning to the end, and taking the win on that semifinals. Moving on to the finals, this is another great wave for her. It's pretty tall in size as well for such a short surfer, and very young but fierce. Carves it through the lip with so much speed. So impressive and emotional day for Erin Brooks.
Hugs in the channel, on to the final, all Goofy Foot final with Anat Lelior.
This was really cool. The momentum really kicked off in Anat's favor. She opened up, she found a 6.33, one of her openers, and then backed it up with 2 excellent rides. 3 completions straight off the bat, but then Erin, she was actually in a combination situation, staring down the heat total of 16 points and above, and she wasn't phased, which was amazing to me. Really speaks a lot to her mindset and just how she reframed in that moment and really made a big comeback in a big way, locked in a couple of 8s of her own. But I believe that it was this wave right here that was really the turning point. Super critical drop, and then her reflexes to come up underneath the tube in just such a quick amount of time. This is the moment I'm talking about. Such a quick transition to get into the tube, to come flying out of this one. Really tight exit, and just speaks volumes not only to the phenom that she is, but also just a testament to her character and her mindset.
Second CT victory, first CT victory as a full-time tour. And the hugs by Isabella Nichols. Oh, what a feeling. Turning the season around for Erin Brooks. Checking out our men's bracket, and Seth Moniz had the toughest road to a victory here, but Seth, the Hawaiian Hammer, was able to nail his first CT win here at the end of the road.
I mean, he took the high road, all Cleveland, starting off this morning with the conditions already improved. All kind of had a different strategy of waiting for those bigger waves that didn't pay off for him. They were kind of crumbly. You can see it right here, not opening up as much as he was probably hoping for. But Seth was in such a good rhythm today. Beautiful style, using that backhand to stall, which is very unique on that transition from the bottom turn into the barrel. Another nug for Seth here, super deep coming out. And he was just warming up towards this heat to go all the way to take this first win ever. So incredible surfing for Seth Moniz in the quarterfinals.
Semi-final up against Italo Ferreira, former champ out here in Tahiti, and new #1 in the rankings, but Italo could not stop Seth.
Yeah, this was nuts because Italo had all the momentum. When you looked at the draw, when you looked at the performances, the way he was hunting around the reef, he just felt like it was going to go Italo's way. It also felt like it was a Goofy's day today, just with the way that the waves were breaking on the reef. But Seth, he locked in a couple of great scores on the backhand, and really difficult to do. The kind of waves he was choosing just stayed so open. He ended up locking in a couple of sevens. 7.93, he backed it up with a 7.83 and managed to take the win over Italo. But I mean, you look at these waves that he's choosing, the wave selection was just incredible. Really hard person to slow down when you're talking about Italo Ferreira and the way that he hunts around this reef. But nothing was going to stop Seth today.
Feeling the momentum, Seth Moniz out of the semifinal and facing his good friend, a childhood friend, Griffin Colapinto, in this final. Back-to-back finals for Griffin Colapinto. Started off strong.
Yeah, Griffin started off strong. Just his tube management was incredible, impeccable throughout the whole event, but it just wasn't enough. This guy was in such a good rhythm. Bigger wave, thicker. This is a 907 coming out towards the channel. Almost killed Griffin's girlfriend, Hannah. High-fived all the bros, came back out, got another impressive wave, and he was kind of just dominate throughout the whole heat. He had the momentum shift after that first wave of Griffin, got this 907, had a decent backup, and then right here on the end, you can see how relaxed it was. It almost went all the way through with no hands, but then he realized, hey, I'm still in the heat, I want to take this win. Let's clinch this before I start cheering. So beautiful way to finish it up, to take his first ever win on the South Pacific here in Tahiti, Teahupo.
Huge win for the Hawaiian. Well-deserved win. Hugs from the friends in the channel. Seth Moniz, your Tahiti champion. Even got a selfie with the GOAT himself. Check out our Surfboard Empire Shaper rankings, and Lost seems absolutely unstoppable.
I give it to the guy already, man. Come on, like the guy's taking it over the past few years, and props to him, doing a great work. Matt Biolas and Gian as well, TM. So Sharp Eye is behind. There's a few some events, but they really need to catch up. Sharp Eye and DH.
Check out WorldSurfLeague.com for all the highlights from the Outerknown Tahiti Pro presented by IC, and tune in for the Fiji Pro presented by Corona Cerro, August 25th through September 4th.